Hey everybody, this is Dal Stone here. Today we're going to be doing a how to model, and today we're going to be doing a how to model. Give me a sec here. I'm just going to close this. A humble home, and this is a concept art and illustration by Sanz. Check him out on ArtStation. He gave me permission to model this, and I think this is awesome. Such a fun little illustration that he created here. So yeah, so I'm gonna create this asset in 3D for you guys. This morning I actually tried to record some Substance stuff, but just technical issues all over the place, so I wasn't able to do it. So today, and then I also started trying to do some Substance stuff, and I was like, holy cow, I'm super rusty. Totally not worth it. Not worth your guys' time. Not worth my time to try to get something out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do some modeling today and at least throw up a video for you guys. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today. It's gonna be a short video, probably 20-25 minutes. First and foremost, I'm probably just gonna be blocking out the kind of like the shapes first, and then I'm planning on Maya ZBrush. After the ZBrush, throwing it into Substance Painter, and then finishing up the texturing in there. So that's the goal. We'll see how far we can come along here. So yeah, so let's just let's get started. And so I always like throwing in let's go for a scale. So let's see. It's been a while since I've actually been. Let's see, public. Did I throw it in 3D art? Unity scale guy. So let's just throw in a scale here. So that's how big it would be in Unity. Is this in Unity or is this Unreal? Let's see, this is, where's my, I think this is Unity. It doesn't really matter. I mean, as long as the scale is correct, it doesn't really matter. So first things first is, let's take a look at here. So that's him. So let's try and just create some cubes to kind of give us a good scale here. So I'm just moving him out of the way. Putting this up onto the grid. I hope that's at the grid. I don't know if that's at the grid or not. There, should be fine. And so the door, so let's see. So this looks like it would fit a few people's length. So the door is gonna have to fit him in there. So let's pull this up like that, because the door is probably gonna be, it's a really cool illustration. Really like the colors, the composition, all the really cool knickknacks. So this is definitely going to be a little bit bigger than that, I think. Right? Maybe something like that is about the right size. Just going to split it, skew this a bit, kind of get the basic shape down, just so we kind of know what we're referencing here. Really cool how this kind of goes down, but we won't worry about that too much for now. I'm going to duplicate this to create the back of this here. So this is definitely about double the size of this. So I'm going to just snap. It's about double the size. So we're expecting it to be about that big. I'm just going to take the verts here. Just going to do it like that. Just going to delete old one. And we're gonna start scaling this up. We're not gonna scale up the sides. Okay, so we're just going to scale up. So we're gonna scale up. So it's definitely not gonna be that high. Just gonna bring it down like that. This itself is kind of a weird shape. So we'll fix that later. It obviously also has like a more cartoony shape to it, so we'll fix that as well. Again, just trying to block out the shape, and this isn't going to look like much at first, but that's fine because that's how it's going to start, right? I'm going to kill this here, delete that, and again, looks like my hotkeys are not moved over. I usually have my hotkeys over here, but I'm not going to fiddle around with that too much today because I really want to just kind of get an episode out and ready for you guys. That's a little bit more important to me. Just getting an episode out so you guys have something to watch and that you guys see that there's content coming out. So there we go. So we're just gonna create kind of like the basic shape. There's a cool little chimney in the back. I'm gonna create a cube for that. Again, thanks to Matt here for allowing me to work on this. And sorry guys if you guys were looking forward to some substance stuff. Again, due to some technical issues earlier today, I just couldn't get it out. And due to my just rustiness of substance, I want to like actually do some projects first in substance before I start doing it. I just felt super rusty here. So I'm getting into a little bit of detail, which is not good usually. You don't want to get into too much detail. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create like the proper shapes for this, and then I'm going to throw it into ZBrush. So it's gonna enter there. It looks like there's like a wood panel over there. So there's like wood on one side, something like that, right? So anything that doesn't have concept is free game, essentially, so I can kind of make it up as well and kind of merge my ideas with Matt's. So we got like a little kind of stick that's pointing out. We've got another stick pointing out there. It's kind of cool. So let's create this little stick here with another cube. Cube. Sure. Probably a good call to save at this point. I gotta create a new project here. So let's see. Treasure chest. Let's go up one. Humble home, I believe is what we called it. I'm actually gonna save this as a favorite, so it's easy for me to find. I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna remove these for now. New folder. I'm gonna call scene, and this is gonna be humble home 01. There you go. Okay. Always important to save, obviously. So this is probably pretty high up. Yeah, it's pretty high up. It's like at the top corner here. Obviously, like I said, these shapes are not completely accurate at the moment. We will fix everything up, make everything look nicer a little bit later on. Right now, like I said, it's all about blocking in the shape and then tuning it afterwards. So we got that there. I'm gonna bring this down to like maybe 12 to like a nice, pretty even shape here, and then we can go with that. We can even, you know, do sub D modeling as well. Really up to us what we want to do. So that this is a lot smaller. I don't know if I'll be doing sub D modeling for this one. I could, as another episode or something, as like another maybe as another asset to kind of show you guys the different ways to do things. We'll see. I'm just gonna fill the hole, and then I'm gonna cut. There we go. This should merge. Perfect. There we go. So sorry if I'm going pretty fast. See, if we did some sub-D modeling, that would be pretty good here. I'm also working on my laptop, which don't normally do. So okay, so we have that going for us. We gotta have another cylinder shape. So I mean, it looks like today's kind of today's episode is gonna be just like the blocking of this. So we'll leave it at 20 for now. It doesn't really matter. You can always. It's all about getting the shape that you want. And then we're just gonna bring this out a little more. I think this is coming out of the roof actually. This is actually coming out of the roof. And the roof piece is covering up a little more than probably I think it is. So it's gonna go like that. And then we're gonna go like these. There we go. So it's probably like that. And then it has like another piece kind of coming out, almost kind of from over here, of some sort. It's not straight on, so it's kind of like a unique kind of piece. I'm just going to anchor the center pivot over there, and then we're gonna kind of, it looks like it's pretty high and it like kind of angles up, so it almost looks like it's like a piece from here. So I'm just gonna grab this, right, and then just kind of pull this up a little bit, just to kind of and I'm gonna pull this even further. I feel like that's what I gotta do. Pull this even more closer. And like I said, because this doesn't have the concept on the other side, it's fair game what I do with it, right? There we go. So now we have kind of like a general idea of what's going on here. We got like these nice little flags, but I think like the basic shapes are in now, and now we can kind of start to define things a little bit more. So I'm gonna first start off with the front. So there's like this big log here that kind of helps with the silhouette. So I'm gonna create a cube here, and we're gonna start off with that log. Oh, I created a cone, I think. So I'm gonna create a cube. Create this here. I'm just gonna save, just in case something happens. I'm going to kind of start off with this kind of cone. We're gonna take a look here. Okay. Okay. The roof is pretty okay. So let's see. So there's also like a split here. I'm just gonna move this up like that. It's like a really cool kind of shape that's going on. It's kind of got this like shape going on here. So I'm just gonna harden the edges. and it's got like this twist kind of going on. So I'm just gonna, oh, sorry. Oh, no, I'm just gonna split this again, kind of bring this down. This has to go all the way back here. So with this piece, we can, it's jammed in there. It's got like this really cool kind of bevel to it. Right, it's got like this really cool bevel. So I have to decide if I'm going to be modeling all those bevels. I think I might. So I'm just going to bevel this a little bit. Bevel. It doesn't have the interactive bevel. Bevel tool, you can do something like that. Yeah, so I'm getting used to 2016, so it's a bit different. 2016 and 2015, so it's tad some differences for sure, and I'm starting to notice it now. Like, I've been working in 2016 for a while. I haven't been back in 2015 in quite some time, so I'm forgetting that there were improvements that were made in 2016. It's like really handy. So double 2, and then we can like change the offset of this. Let's say something like that. All right, and then change the bevel on this. Right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got an end gun going on here. So I'm just gonna multi-cut tool this for now. Just kind of keep it as clean as possible. So we kind of got this big log at the top. Again, not gonna go too detailed on it. Just get as much information as I need to make so that when I throw this into ZBrush, it's not, you know, there's some detail to it. So it's kind of skewed a bit like that. So that'll be kind of the log for now. These really cool. Okay, so let's create like the wall that this is going to be kind of in. Again, this scale could be completely wrong, and I'll have to adjust it as I go. But yeah, right away, this is skewed. So we're gonna skew this in a bit more, just like that. It's got like a really sharp. Pretty cool, just like that. Right. Hard edge. There we go. So we got that going for it. These little cracks are gonna be so cool to make in ZBrush. So now we need to create like this door. So this is where we're gonna kind of get a better idea of the size of this whole thing. I can almost take this asset here, and I think after this door I'm gonna have to call it a day for now. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys followed along here, got to see a little bit of modeling, and like I said, I'm going to be trying to do this as much as I can at work during my lunch breaks, as much as I can, obviously. Can't promise too much. So this is the door. I feel like it needs to be skinnier for sure. This is the problem, is that this guy doesn't even fit into the door. If he was going to fit inside the door, it'd be like that. So everything needs to kind of be scaled up a bit. So I need to... So that's the door. This is the scale. This is the door. Everything else I'm going to put into a group so that I can scale it. The door's pretty small, so this thing should be like pretty massive, right? So that looks a little bit more of what it should be. Still looks like it needs to be a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna scale this up a little bit more. There we go. I think that's probably more of the right size compared to before. But I mean, again, we can always tweak these as much as we can. So yeah, so I'm gonna get back to the door. The door definitely has some roundness to it, so I'm just gonna see here. So it's like that. It's pretty straight on one side. It's kind of like the stylizing of it. So I'm going to and yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section. Like the videos, obviously, if you guys like the video. And what else is there? Subscribe if you guys haven't yet. What else is there? And follow me on Twitter if you guys want to get updates and stuff like that, what I'm doing on the daily. Keep pressing F9 on this laptop. Almost done here. I'm gonna put a bevel on this, just like that. And there is like a little scratch going down the door. How am I gonna do that? It's going down like right there. How am I gonna do that? I can do that with the multi-cut tool. I mean, again, I'm getting way too deep into it. Probably shouldn't just yet. So that's the door. How's the door look like in scale? Everything else, yeah, it looks pretty good. Gonna throw in a little sphere here. That's way too small. As a doorknob, it's way too big now. But you guys know what I'm trying to do. Doorknobs are usually about this height. Usually. So I'm just gonna do it like that for now. And there we go. So now we have a door. We have the man scale dude. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, follow everything. Look at the description at the bottom if you guys want to see, like, if you guys want to jump to specific things. But again, this video today is just pretty much the blocking of this humble home. So yeah, if you guys like the concept art, go look up Sanz. Really cool artist. And see you guys again next time.